base game house that is called Brook Bungalow, and today I am renovating it to my personal liking. This doesn't mean that this build was by any means ugly or anything of the sort. It's just I wanted to add my own personal touch to it. So what I started off with doing is deleting the wall, dividing the dining room and the kitchen because I wanted it to be of a more open concept house. Even though the living room is still divided by a wall, it doesn't really make it fully open concept. But I just didn't see the point of there being a wall in between the kitchen and dining because typically those go hand in hand. Um, so in the entranceway, you see me changing the walls a lot here, and it's because I wanted to add a half bath downstairs, and then I also wanted to add a study downstairs, and then I added a little closet in the entranceway. I've been just doing that to my builds, and I'm not angry about it. I kind of like the way it looks. So the first thing I originally did was change the wallpaper and the curtains in the dining room just because I felt like they were tan colors and it just made the room look very small with the flooring because it was all just darker colors. So I thought the green would brighten up the room, and it did quite significantly actually. So I was really pleased with that. I ended up keeping the same counter color than it was like originally just because I actually haven't played around with counters with that color before, so I was like, okay, this would be a fun thing to try. And then I kind of kept the layout of how where the kitchen was going to be from the original build, and I added half walls to still divide the space up because originally I was going to use the islands to put chairs on the other side, but then I realized I think that would just be too much for this house because then the dining area would have been like significantly smaller. I feel like this house still needs to have a big dining room. I don't know, that house, I wanted to keep that original kind of look with a big dining room and then like a kind of decent sized kitchen. So here you see me changing around where the appliances are, and for the most part just keeping the cabinets the same for where they were. I just wanted the kitchen sink to be by the window and then put the stove on a wall that didn't have a window just because of the little I don't know what it's called, that thing that's like above the stove. It like gets the smoke. I don't know what the name is called. And then I fit the smoke detector there or fire alarm, sorry. The fire alarm there just in case there's a fire. And I was gonna put a tile as like a backsplash for the kitchen, but I ended up just putting the same green wallpaper, carrying it through. Um, and then I also brought that same wallpaper to the front entrance, and I believe later on into the living room, so the whole bottom floor like significantly based on that wallpaper. Here I'm putting like a cute little coat shelf, but then I struggled to set it up because the shelf color didn't match. As you can see, it's like different colors when you look in between like the actual shelf part, and I didn't want to repeat the same kind of thing twice just because that's repetitive and I don't really like repetitive things. And then I tried to add like a mini dresser or table in that nook, but then I couldn't fit it because of the pillars, so I ended up just getting rid of the pillars because honestly it was what my original idea consisted of having, but then I decided against it because it was just taking up too much space for what I wanted to do. And then I had some cute boot rack and then an umbrella by the door, and I wanted to keep the TV, like the living room, kind of the way it was before, but then I just scratched the whole idea because I realized I was going to have to add a laundry room because I love to add laundry rooms in my builds. Once again, I just love the laundry expansion pack, so I added a laundry room. And plus I feel like the living room was a little big in itself, and so that took up some of the room. So then I had a giant TV. I put some couches, green colored couches to match the walls too. I think green and blue have become my favorite colors to use in The Sims just because there's so much of it to put everywhere. And I wanted to keep the same style that I saw originally with like a little table behind the couch because I thought that was really cute. And I've never done that before in my build, so when I saw it I was like, okay, I kind of want to keep that same look. Then I tried to put a grand piano in there and I had trouble fitting everything, so I ended up having to delete one of the couch armchairs. And I managed to fit it in. I don't think I've ever played with a grand piano inside my build, so that was also something new that I don't typically have. I added a cool colored carpet, a fireplace underneath the TV, and I brought the same wallpaper all around. And then here I am trying to figure out how I want to format or the layout of the laundry room, because I'm gonna have to put the I was about to say dishwasher, the washer and the dryer. And then I don't really need to add like the shelving and like the cute little table, but I always do just because I feel like it looks nice. Realistically, this room could always just be made smaller because all you really need is the washer, dryer, and the hamper basket in your set. But I thought it'd be cute to add an actual laundry room. Um, which I feel like is pretty realistic when it comes to like these styled homes. So this room right here that you see me working on is the study, and it ends up changing a little bit because it was a little small, and I wanted to add more things that I could have, and I did change it, like expand it a bit, but it still didn't give me enough room as what I ideally would have liked it. But that's fine. It still looked nice in the end. I just personally, if I had the option without changing the exterior walls, I would have made it. If I could change the exterior walls, I would have done that, but I didn't feel like I should. And so then this is where I'm going to change it because I added the half bath, and I decided I didn't need two counters. I could just put just a quick a quick sink, just a single sink in there. So this is what I mean when I changed a little bit. I added a little nook because I moved the wall to the bathroom, so there was room for the desk to like fit in there, and then I just moved the decorations accordingly so it would fit. And then now I am working on the rest of the house, and I added another bathroom because I feel like this house is like kind of short on bathrooms, I would say, because there's only a half bath downstairs, and I want there to be an ensuite for the master, but I also want another bathroom for the other people in the house to use, because I don't want to have the other people in the house. I don't want them to have to go through the master suite. That would be like annoying and realistically. Um, so here I ended up switching all the doors and the frames of the house because they were brown from what I put there, but I changed them to white because I realized the doors upstairs were white, and I should have realized that earlier. So I ended up changing them back to white. And then here's me deleting everything in the room just because I wanted to add my own personal touch to it, and I didn't really want to get inspired by anything inside the rooms per se. So I ended up just deleting the second bedroom and then the kids' room, and and then I decided I might have wanted to add a bathroom there, but then I realized how small the rooms were going to be, and I decided against it. Just decided to keep the bathroom in the hallway. And then there's me adjusting the windows so they line up. And then I made the master bathroom smaller because it was a little big, to be honest. And here's me working on the master bedroom, and this wallpaper right here inspired me for the whole look of this bedroom. And this is the first time I've used that wallpaper. I didn't know it existed because typically the wallpaper for this one is just the green one, and I just never have built a house where it would suit the vibe. Maybe that's another build, like my next build I'm gonna do, like a cute little like I don't know what kind of style that would be called. And so basically then I used the same styled wardrobe or dresser, sorry, and the same nightstand that kind of matches the color scheme of the wall. I added a bookshelf in there because I always think it's cute to have a reading nook. So then I added chairs so that they could sit down and read books with a little table in the middle, and then added some cute little miscellaneous items on top of that table. And I love using the miscellaneous items. Like I wish in the base game when you downloaded, like when you buy a house, it kept most of the miscellaneous objects. I ended up changing where the door was for the bathroom because I couldn't place the curtain down because it was just being stupid. I hate it. The door that for these ones are like two placeholders, I guess. It's like a one person could fit through it at a time, I guess, but it takes 2 blocks. So here I add a cute claw bath because I feel like that should be like a fancy thing added onto ensuite bathrooms. And I have a stand shower still there, and then just a toilet. And I did a bit kind of simple decorations. I wasn't going to go too fancy with it. And then here's me just copying and pasting what I had from the other bathroom into the bathroom who's going to be used for the rest of the household. Once again, the bathroom is not anything like extraordinary. So here I'm working on the next room, and I was trying to think of the theme I wanted. Then I saw this blue bed, and then I took the wallpaper from the other room and decided to make this room like kind of cool color themes, more so on the blue side. So here's me adding like a bunch of objects that are blue and everywhere, and blue, white, and green was the kind of thing I was seeing here. And I think this room ended up looking very cute and pretty unique, if I do say so myself, in comparison to my other builds. I feel like by doing these builds, my experience or like my style has expanded from what it has been before. I've been adding mirrors into rooms, which I typically didn't do, to be honest. I just usually would have a bed, smack a desk in it, and then have a chair, and then a computer. I don't know why I'm like forgetting my words all of a sudden. So now I'm working on this bedroom. I ended up having a bunk bed in here just for more Sims that you could play in. I wanted this to be playable with like a pretty large family. Just it's a big house, so I thought it would be fitting. And then there, I'm making it kind of dark and masculine themes, just because I picture this one being for boys, where the room next door would be more for girls, stereotypically. And then here's me working on the hallway upstairs. I wanted to add some skill-based activities here. So I added that plant that you could cut, and then I added an easel. I added a guitar, a gaming table for everyone to like increase their logic skill or just for entertainment purposes. And then I was pretty happy with the way the exterior looked. So I didn't know what to really change except for the back porch. I wanted to make it bigger. And then I ended up moving the fire protection thing to the back. And then I wanted to make the front porch look nice, so I added more seating up there to make it look more like higher end, I guess. Because before then it kind of looked cheap. It was like bright orange chairs on the outside. And once again, this is my opinion. So here I'm adding like cute little lights, plenty of plants, just because I feel like this house is very plant-based. And then I wanted to add something in the middle, but I couldn't fit anything. And then on the second floor balconies, I brought the chairs up there too to make it look very presentable, and added some more plants. And I was pretty happy with how it turned out. So this is the finished result. I didn't add anything in the backyard just because I felt like the backyard looked nice. Oh, I did add a little roof above there, but I struggled to put it because it was interfering with the window. Anyways, so that's the specs of the house. It is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath with a laundry room and study. I hope you guys liked what I did to renovate it. You could check it out in the gallery at TheLittleDell22.